What's up, everybody? My name is Brian. We're with Periphio today. We're taking a look at their Portal case. It's one of their signature cases. It has kind of an Alienware-esk look to it without all the proprietary nonsense that it disables you from being able to upgrade certain components. This is a true builder's case, so let's open it up and take a look. There you go. The Periphio Portal case. Like I said, kind of has that Alienware vibe to it. It's got the curved top, not your standard tower flat top, flat front, flat top. Got some curves going. Have that bold line going down right down the middle. It does come with some LEDs. We'll show you guys that on the inside, but you'll be able to see the LEDs from the front. So it's pretty clean. I definitely like how it looks. If you're into the white case, this is a great option for you. But let's dig into it a little bit more. All right, so let's take a closer look inside. One of the first things I noticed when taking the panel off, well, there's a couple things, but black cables. A lot of the real cheap cables come with the mustard, red, yellow, kind of gross cables. This is all black, so anything that you build in here will be it'll be subdued. You won't see the cables getting in your way. So that's a nice feature. The other thing that's pretty quick to notice is there are lots of spots for cables to be managed. We'll take a closer look at that when we take the other side panel off. But looking at it from the front, you can tell that this is, like I said, a builder's case. So you'll be able to get your cables in and out all different spots along the right side, towards the front, and then the bottom. One of the other things that stands out to me is just how clean it is on the inside. It's all basically one color. You see the white case in the background, but that's going to be covered up by the motherboard. So really all of your parts are going to stand out and it is going to look really clean. And we do have some examples that we'll show you at the end, but just wanted to take a look at this out of the box so you can kind of see what you would get when you buy this. The other thing that it comes with 2 fans, but it's got room for more. So out of the box you'll get 2, but there's room for an additional 4. So you could fit 2 up in the top or 2 more up in the front. I guess I should also point out something maybe the most obvious of all. It does come with a basement, which we find to be extremely high quality in terms of how it will affect the cooling and of course the aesthetic. Your power cables are all hidden, so you're not going to see any of that. There are multiple spots to install extra storage on this, so it looks like we've got 2 additional spots for 3 extra spots for 2.5-inch drives. Or I guess that would also equate to 2 full-size hard drives. Another really cool thing about the Periphio Portal case is it actually comes with a power supply already installed. It's a 650 watt Game Max 80 plus bronze. It's more than capable of powering almost any of the modern GPUs today. All right, so flipping it around to the back here, right at the very top, you've got your standard exhaust fan, 120 millimeter. This one is the blue LED. And to the left of that, your standard I/O layout. Right below that, you've got all your PCIe slots. Now, what's kind of cool about this one is it has these 2 screws here that you can unscrew whenever you're working on it. So you have more access to the PCIe lanes, and then you can screw it back on and kind of hide some of that and just make it look a little bit more clean using that. A lot of these cases are starting to have this tab that you can put a lock on so you can actually protect your components on the inside. So on the top of the case, which is actually where all of your buttons are, right here closest to the front is going to be your power button. And what I like about this is it's actually kind of built into the design of the case. So you can see how it's vented down here on the front. And as you move up, it maintains the same kind of design, but they've put the buttons into it. So there's the power button, then you've got your reset button, and right in front of that, you actually have your hard drive LED and your power LED lights. Behind that, moving closer to the back of the case, you have your USB 2.0, a headphone jack, microphone jack, and a USB 3.0. And then last but not least, whenever you're buying a case, if you're a builder, you're going to be wondering about the cable management options and how clean you'll be able to look at on the backside, which most people will never see, but we do care how it looks because it's really fun to get into that and make it look clean on the back, and it does actually impact how you're able to take the case apart and put the side panel on and off. All right, so taking a closer look at the cable management options, like we pointed out when we were looking at the front, you do have lots of slots to feed your cables through. There's a couple down here as well, right above the power supply. And then one thing that I really like seeing is when they provide the Velcro straps in order to assist with the cable management. And here they give you two. So there's one at the bottom and one at the top. And there's a couple different spots that you can zip tie onto as well. So when you're building a computer, obviously having lots of storage options is a plus, and this one does give you plenty. So you have 3 different spots here on the front with access to the 2.5-inch solid state, or if you get like a hybrid or one of the small mechanical drives, they'll fit there. And then down on the basement side, you would have 2 spots for the standard size, or using the adapters, you can put 2 more 2.5-inch drives. So really you have the ability to get up to 5 drives into this computer, not even including NVMe if your motherboard supports that. All right, so let's talk about cooling in this case. So here in the front, this black section here, the design running down the middle, is actually fully vented. So that's where the front is drawing air from. And then you have exhaust coming up here at the top and in the back. This case does allow for water cooling, both top and bottom, depending on where you want to go, but you are limited to 240 millimeters. So you could get 2 standard fans going in a water cooler setup. If you wanted to use 3 fans up in the front, you can. You just can't do the 3 fan water coolers. So a thing that I've noticed on a lot of other cases, and cases are getting better about this, but it's still a thing sometimes, is not allowing enough clearance from the ground to the bottom of the case. This gives you almost a full inch off the ground, actually probably a little bit more, providing plenty of clearance for airflow to travel from the bottom and to cool off your power supply. It also can help with gathering dust in the spots that you don't want it. Another really cool feature of this case is kind of an understated attribute, but the front panel actually disconnects very easily, and the front panel connections are not tied to this front part at all. So you can really just pull it off, gain access to your fans and anything that you're going to work on here in the front, and you don't have to worry about pulling any of the cables out. So that's definitely a plus. The Periphio Portal case is awesome. It's a great beginner's case, and it can also take you through to the mid-range stuff. Thank you so much for tuning into this Periphio unboxing video. If you guys liked what you saw or learned anything, please like, subscribe, and follow us. And if you want, leave a comment below on a case that you would like to see unboxed. We love doing these, and we'd love to bring you guys some more content. Thanks again, and we'll see you next time.